Hey, what's up guys, it's OSJ here, and today we are going to be looking through the 10 highest grossing arcade games ever made. I'm sure that most of you, if not all, have put your hard earned pocket money into these machines at some point, so really you have all played a part in the figures provided here. In 10th place is Donkey Kong. This game was released in 1981 and took the video game scene by storm. It's not only the first time we had seen Donkey Kong, but it is also the true birthplace of Nintendo's biggest franchise ever, Mario. This original game sold 132,000 cabinets, notching up a revenue of $280 million by 1982, which in today's money would be the equivalent of $686 million. Ninth place is Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was a massive hit in the arcade and in the home systems, I think mainly due to the real life graphics, gore and death moves. It was released in 1992 on arcade and sold 24,000 arcade machines, with a revenue by 2002 of $570 million, which is the equivalent to $748 million in today's money.
Excellent. Win.
Hot off the success of Mortal Kombat is Mortal Kombat II in 8th position. This game was released on arcade in 1992 and was a big hit due to the same great gameplay and visuals as the first game. Cabinets sold was 27,000, netting a revenue of $600 million by 2002, which is approximately $787 million in today's money. Now in 7th place we take a massive leap back in time to 1979. The late 70s is where I would say video games really started taking off, and there wasn't many games bigger than Asteroids at the time. This game sold 100,000 cabinets, bagging a revenue of $800 million by 1991. That's the equivalent of $1.3 billion in today's money. Another golden oldie, Defender, takes 6th place. While this was never one of my favourite machines, it had a massive fan base back then and even still has today. It sold 60,000 cabinets and made a revenue of $1 billion by 1993, which translates to around $1.5 billion in today's money. In 5th place is the awesome NBA Jam. Now this was a machine that me and my mates ploughed so much money into in the arcade. While being from the UK, basketball wasn't as big as it was in the States, but that didn't stop us all loving this game. This sold 20,000 cabinets and netted $1.1 billion by 1994, that's 1 year after release, which in today's money is around $1.7 billion.
Harper, great defense! Skiles! Jams it in! At the buzzer! No good!
4th place is taken by Ms. Pac-Man. I think we all know already that Pac-Man will be up at top, but this sequel, released in 1981, also made a fortune too. Some people actually say this is superior to Pac-Man, and it sold 125,000 cabinets and gained a revenue of $1.2 billion by 1987. which is the equivalent to $2.5 billion in today's money. Street Fighter II and Street Fighter II Champion Edition is in 3rd place. Street Fighter II was released in 1991 and the Champion Edition the year after. And this is maybe the biggest arcade fighting game ever made, spawning multiple sequels. Everyone was queuing up to play this in the arcades in the early 90s. And because of that, the demand for cabinets was massive, selling 200,000, which was broken down to 60,000 Street Fighter II and 140,000 Champion Edition. Revenue by 1995 reached a staggering $2.3 billion, which translates into around $3.5 billion in today's money. In 2nd place is Space Invaders. This is where many people's first ever video game experience would have been. This game was everywhere back in 1978, 2 years after I was born, and every young kid would have been queuing round the block to play it. This sold 360,000 cabinets and bagged a total revenue of $2.7 billion by 1992, which in today's terms is a massive $6.6 billion. And now, in 1st place, the highest grossing arcade game ever. And it will not surprise anyone to know it's Pac-Man. Released in 1980, this is probably the most iconic and well known arcade game ever. This sold a staggering 400,000 cabinets and raked in a bank breaking $3.5 billion by 1990, which in today's money is over $7.6 billion. One word, wow. Okay, that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed this trip down memory lane. I'm off now to calculate just how much I put into these in today's money and cry. Until next time, this is OSG signing out.